Hello every butt stallions, Handsome Jack Boy here, bringing you guys the 5th episode of my Borderlands, the pre-sequel Legendary Weapons Guide. And in this episode, I'm going to be covering the Torrent. The Torrent is a legendary dual submachine gun, and the prefix for mine is Bladed Torrent. The prefix for you guys might change. Now, as you can see there in the red text, it says, spray it to slay it. That means that the Torrent has increased damage and capacity, greatly increased fire rate, and greatly reduced recoil when hip fired. It also has no movement speed penalty while aiming down the sights, and fires a 5-shot burst with no burst delay. Now, in order to obtain the Torrent, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fast travel over to the Hyperion hub of heroism, or a better way of doing this is fast traveling to Jack's office, and then immediately exiting to the Hyperion hub of heroism this way. This will make Meg easier to farm. Meg, by the way, is the boss that has a chance to drop this gun, and it was going to be located right there on the map. Now, in order to get Meg to spawn, you have to complete a side mission called Kill Meg. You get this side mission from Professor Nakayama. Now, you actually have to complete a mission chain before you can get this mission. Like, this is the last mission of a mission chain that you get. All of these missions you do get from Nakayama except the first one. The first one you have to get from, what was it, the bounty board in Jack's office. But once you complete these missions, you will be able to come over here and farm Meg and have a shot at getting the Torrent. Shouldn't take you long. It took me like a few tries to get this thing. Actually, no, I got it twice. The first time I got it as a level, what was it, a level 69, so I had to keep farming it, and it was like 1 or 2 attempts later that I got it as a level 70. Now, really quick, I do want to explain why starting in Jack's office is better than just starting in the Hyperion hub of heroism and then running there. Well, it just cuts the farming time, so you don't have to run as far, and you don't have to like worry about those, you know, freaking one enemies cock blocking you. So yeah, I just said that. Anyways, let's move on to the gameplay now, shall we? Now, really quick, reading under the usage and description section here on the wiki for the Torrent, it says, with its increased damage and decreased recoil, the Torrent excels at scoring critical hits. The recoil reduction is further decreased when fired from the hip, making it especially useful in close quarters or against flying enemies. Alright, so my opinion about the Torrent. This thing is not half bad, I have to say, but at the same time, it's not that great either, especially against badass enemies. You're going to notice the damage drop off when using it against badasses, but against just normal, non-badass enemies, this thing is pretty good. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I really feel that it shines against just normal enemies, but it's just not good against bigger, tougher enemies like bosses or, you know, badasses. So if a badass comes around a corner, you want to switch out to another weapon, maybe cryo them first and then pull this thing out. Like, I think you can get this gun in you can get elemental variations of this gun. So a cryo one would be pretty good, but without an element would probably be your best bet anyways. I could be wrong. It might be really good with an elemental effect. I don't know, though. I just feel that this gun would be the best without an element, because you can really use it in all sorts of situations. Like, let's say if you got a corrosive variation of this gun, you'd only be able to use it against enemies that are vulnerable to corrosive, and the enemies that are resistant to corrosive wouldn't take very much damage at all. So that's why I'm saying a normal non-elemental variation of this gun would be the best. Post in the comments below, like, let me know if you've gotten an elemental version of this gun. Let me know how it is. I'd like to know. But really quick, I do want to talk about something else that I really love about this thing, and that is when you aim down sights, your movement speed stays the same as if you were just running around hip firing. I really love that about this gun. I think that's a unique feature about it. I don't know, it makes me feel a lot more agile, I think that's the word, when I use ADS. And I know it's supposed to be a spray and pray type weapon, hence the red text, hence the fact that it has reduced recoil when hip firing. but it's also a really good weapon to aim down the sights with because you're more agile, because you can, you know, actually dodge a lot easier when you're aiming down. And I just think that's a really unique feature that it has that no other gun has. Maybe there's guns out there that have that same effect. I don't really know, but that's just something I wanted to point out that I really like about this gun. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'm out of here. Peace!